Last time on Dragon Ball AF, we witnessed the birth of yet another member of Frieza's race. Taking place after Dragon Ball GT, the fiendish eyes awoke from his incubation and sought to bring destruction wherever he could. Then there was the mysterious return of the Shadow Dragons, who our heroes discovered were profoundly more powerful than the first time around. While the gang had initially come to rely on themselves rather than Goku to save the day, it would take the former to at last put an end to this latest threat. Although he has yet to regain his adult body, it looks like Earth's greatest hero is back for good. After a long, hard-fought battle, Earth has lived in peace for the past 3 years. As Jijii calls out for her husband, she suggests that since he's come back home, he's been training more and more. How about helping out around the house? And he knows. He just finished his work in the field early, so he's gonna go spar with Vegeta. But that's all he ever does. All he ever wants to do is train. What's she going to do with him? Goku, naturally, doesn't budge. Of course that's all he wants to do. He has to keep getting stronger and stronger. He doesn't know who his next opponent will be. And just like with Piccolo and the Saiyans, and Frieza and Cell and Majin Buu, and Baby and Super 17 and the Shadow Dragons and Eyes, and the Shadow Dragons again, Jijii argues that there's no one left for him to fight. But that's not true. There are still a lot of people stronger than him in the universe. And it gets him excited just thinking about it. Of course, leave it to Goku to be a total Saiyan and fighting maniac. Away. Vegeta, complete with tail and all, appears to be contemplating something intensely. After that abrupt outburst, the Saiyan Prince can tell something isn't right. No, our Saiyan instinct's telling him something. Zipping in, Goku greets his best buddy. Up to some afternoon training as usual? Still stoic. He questions if this strange, uneasy feeling in the air is his doing. But what's he going on about? Goku himself is just a little stiff from overworking. Digging in the fields all day just makes your body itch for a fight. Since Kakarot seems oblivious to the feeling he has, Vegeta believes perhaps it's just his mind playing tricks on him. That voice, is that King Kai? Who chortles that it's been a long time? How's he been? But now isn't the time for casual greetings, leading our hero to wonder what's gotten the Kaio's briefs in a bundle. He gets really serious and states that not long ago, a strange occurrence has been taking place. A mysterious warrior has appeared and is rampaging throughout Northern Galaxy. And a mysterious warrior? Rampaging? This villain has destroyed 10 planets in the last few days alone. If left uncorrected, all remaining life in the universes will eventually disappear along with them. The Kaio addresses Goku and Vegeta both. He knows that he shouldn't have to ask this of them. They've already done enough for the universe already. But this is a terrible situation. Will they take care of this problem as soon as possible? This actually makes perfect sense to Vegeta. This must have been the reason for his uneasiness. He's happy to take this new threat on. He was starting to get bored anyway. Of course, it goes without saying that Goku's eager to help as well. It doesn't take long for us to get our first glimpse of this monster. He sort of looks like a mix-up of Jiren and Frieza. And he's super naked! Like eyes, he cackles out at the destruction he's caused. More power! With the others, the Saiyans have made their way to Otherworld. Goku queries where this guy is, but that information has yet to be obtained. At the moment, they don't even know what planet he's on. The last world to be destroyed was inhabited entirely by a peaceful race. King Kai questions rhetorically, why was such a violent being even born? It's not clear at all. However, they need to listen carefully to what he's about to say. His power increases with each planet he destroys. But it's increasing. Is he the type that grows more powerful from each battle? Or is he possibly absorbing life forms like Cell or Majin Buu? Which are also details that are not currently understood clearly. But they've got to hurry. In addition to the damage already done, more lives are vanishing by the second. To Goku, none of this matters. They're gonna find out everything they need to know by seeing him for themselves. Our hero places his fingers to his head to feel out where this monstrous ki is originating from. He tells Vegeta to grab on. And finding him doesn't take long, but he sure is giving off a wicked vibe. Popping up in a random city. Where could this guy be? While the pint-sized Saiyan chastises his foe for suddenly attacking someone from behind, being bad manners and all, he can't help but grow a giant grin on his face. The beast only continues to mindlessly snarl that he needs more energy. It's guys like this who seem to have no sense of self, since there's no talking to him. If he wants to fight, then bring it! Come at him! Vegeta butts in to recommend he wait a second. Mind you, this story doesn't count the events of Dragon Ball Super, so the prince argues that he's always trying to fight first, and it's becoming tiresome. It's not gonna happen this time. Who even admits that, yep, he caught him. That was totally the plan. They're gonna play Jenkin fair and square. And by the results, it appears Vegeta's won. He will be this guy's opponent. This somewhat childish display seems to enrage the monster, as we get a closer view to see Goku through scissors in his loss. Vegeta's about to show this guy the wrath of the Saiyan. He'd like him to do him a favor and let him know how it feels. Even though the pair seems to have been keeping up with their training with one another, Goku can't help but wonder how strong his rival's gotten. He's gonna watch this close. Prince apologizes for the wait, but now, show him his power! Struggling a bit, Vegeta admits that he's a little stronger than he thought it'd be. He didn't think he'd be forced to transform further. Using his rarely touched Super Saiyan 3 form. In this state, he's not going to be as gentle as before. He's going to end this quickly. Spectating. Something feels off about this guy. It's too weird. This guy has a very strange way of fighting. Still more or less going toe-to-toe. This guy's pretty good. Vegeta taunts it, he'll show him true power! dust begins to come to a settle. The prince worries that maybe he was a bit too serious there for a moment. But sensing this was all a ruse, Goku warns he's behind him. What? With the mysterious warrior getting the drop on Vegeta, we're left to wonder if this is how he's been increasing his power.